Hey everybody, it's Brooke with The Buttered Home. Welcome to my messy kitchen. I have a special guest today. This is my friend Shawn Spivey. It's okay if I gave your last name.
Yes,
of course, I've already done it now.
Absolutely.
But Shawn, tell us a little bit about who you are, or tell them who you are, because I know who you are. And I've known you since we were little. So,
My name's Shawn Spivey, and we've got a little small clothing line called The Small Town Life, but it's really more of a lifestyle brand. And we are over here today because we done a podcast with Brooke, and that'll be out here in a couple of months. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. But we are in here today to test some stuff with Brooke, and this is what the Small Town Life is about, and this is what the Buttered Home is about: is coming together, cooking, eating, and enjoying one another's company. So.
Yep, fellowship.
That's right.
It's fellowship.
That's right.
We talked a little bit about that earlier.
Yes, we did.
So tell me, or tell them, because I already know, what the whole premise behind the podcast is, and kind of give us a little backstory on why it means so much to you and people like me.
Right. Well, for us, it's the Small Town Life, Conversations from the Porch. So much revolved around a front porch, a back porch, whenever we were kids growing up. And for me, it's about conversation. It's about getting together, learning one another, just sharing stories, gossiping, whatever it is. It happened on a porch.
It did.
You know? So that's why we did it like we did. And there's nothing about, this is as much of a studio as I ever want to be in. And it's still your kitchen. It's outside your house. It's a studio, but it's right here in your yard.
Yeah.
And, so that's, I don't want to be in a studio. We do as much as we can. We sat out there in the 95-degree heat today.
We did.
And we talked and we recorded a podcast. But that's what we want to do with that, is to keep it real, keep it homegrown, and share stories with others of someone that has doing something with their life.
Right.
That has made a difference, and they grew up small town.
Right. That's right. Because small town people do big things.
Absolutely. Yep. We're a different breed.
That's right. We are. We're a different breed.
Come hang out and you'll figure it all out.
That's right. We had a lot of fun, and we probably talked a lot longer than we should have, because as all of y'all know, Brooke really likes to talk, and that's just who I am. And I've said it for years, almost 6 years now, that if you think I talk too much, then maybe I ain't for you. So.
And see, I am not against sitting out there talking a little bit longer. I will make 2 episodes out of something.
That'll be okay too.
Absolutely.
That's right. But we will drop the links to Shawn's apparel company and where you can find him on social media when we get done. For some reason I can't share links on my descriptions anymore, so y'all just have to sit tight, watch the whole live, and then we'll come back later and share those with you. But Shawn and the Small Town Life are very good friends of ours. So if you're not following him already, this is a family business for him. Shawn and his wife Carol and their kids are deeply invested in this and have roots here in our community and share those roots with small towns everywhere.
That's right.
We are proud to be family with you guys. So because down here, we're all family. It don't matter if you...
We're 7 miles from the house, but we're neighbors.
That's right.
Yep.
So he was coming today, and so I waited on purpose. Everything that we cooked this morning, I waited on purpose because I was wanting to put him on the spot and let him be the one, and of course me, to taste what we made. So let's take a look at what we made today. We have this beautiful rosemary beer bread and this gorgeous fresh cucumber, tomato, and onion summer salad. And this couldn't be easier. We finished about a 40-minute cook time on this bread. Y'all look at how pretty it is. We put that half a cup each of the 2 cheeses in it, along with those fresh herbs. This is just to get you started. You can change the type of cheese, you can change the herbs, leave them out completely, whatever you want to do. This is like so many of our other recipes, just to kind of get you started. And now I took pictures.
I wasn't here when you cooked this one. Can you change the beer?
No, I can't change the beer, but I can tell you it had a 40-minute cook time, so the beer has cooked out. So all we're left with is just like the hoppiness of it and the acidity. But now we did talk about this morning that if you did want to make it and make it without beer, you can use root beer, ginger ale, or some other carbonated, not highly flavored, like I wouldn't use a Coca-Cola. because it'll make your bread kind of brown.
Right.
But ginger ale or Sprite or something like that work all just fine. You really just want that carbonation in there because this is not a yeast bread. We just use plain self-rising flour.
Okay.
So what the beer does is it gives you that rise that you would normally get if you use yeast and things like that. And then we have our fresh cucumber, tomato, and onion summer salad. So we are gonna taste both of these. Now, do you want butter on your bread?
Yeah. I'm fat and from the South. I want butter on my bread.
Well, we're each gonna try the bread, and then I got 2 forks here to for us to try that summer salad too. Then you get the big piece. Your company. So let's try that first. So it's not real herby. It's got the texture that you would expect in like a quick bread. It's more like a cake texture instead of bread, right?
Right. And it's not dry at all. Yeah, I'm talking with my mouth full.
That's okay. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
I worry about Mama getting mad at me, but she seems to be okay with it. But it's good. In a pinch, if you need bread for your meal, this is a quick way to do it. And all you need is that carbonation from a beer or those other, sodas that we mentioned.
We'll let you do one bite.
No, you can take as many bites as you want. You're probably going to take half of that bread home with you, too.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay. See, there's a perk to me forcing you to be on a live with me. You get to take food home with you. So the cucumber and tomato onion salad, I went ahead and packed in jars because these also are going home with Sean. We're keeping some here, but this made like 6 pints of the salad. It has not steeped as long as it should. It has not been 8 hours, but we're going to give it a taste anyway. I'm going to leave you that tomato, and I'm going to get a big old wedge of onion.
Okay.
Because I like the onion.
And I'm going to leave you the cucumber.
Yes, you can leave me the cucumber.
I don't like cucumbers, that's the deal. I just leaned all over that jar.
That's okay.
My bad.
It don't matter. There's enough vinegar in there to take care of
There you go.
anything like that.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Isn't it good? And see, that's only been sitting for about 2 hours.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's already, you could eat it already.
It's going to be just right tomorrow.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be really good.
When they all marry together.
It's like any other thing that you do with a marinade or anything like that. The longer it sits, the better it gets, and it's easy. And this recipe is one for the summer we think is perfect that you can have to use up cucumbers and tomatoes and onions and things like that.
It's going to go good with this bread too.
Yeah, it goes really good with the bread. So
And the gold fork.
And that gold
We're
fork.
going to have gold fork.
Danny told me they were a little bougie.
A little bit. Look, we got a shirt coming. I'm on shameless shout out or whatever.
You give all the plugs you want.
We do have a small town bougie shirt coming out.
Do you really?
We do.
Can you tell us what it's going to look like, or is that a surprise?
I'll give you an idea.
Okay.
It's just think of mason jars on wine stem glasses.
Oh my goodness.
With some sweet tea in them. Just think that, and that's small town bougie. I'll show you once we get off the live.
Okay, yeah, we can't do it on the live, but so there is your reason to go follow the small town life. They have some great designs. Let's turn around and show us this one that we have. This is
It was a food day, so.
It was a food day, so he wore his Farm and Feeds America shirt. But this is celebrating all things small town. They have these great hats too. Like me and so much of the things that I do, they're very supportive of our farmers. Our farmers are
Absolutely.
the very fabric of who we are and where we are. Everything here that we have is because of a farmer. So there's a lot of celebration of that, and the small town life that we also talk a lot about too is the nostalgia and the fellowship and the family that comes along with it. So we're kind of tightly aligned in those things that are values that we care so much about, that so many of you do as well. These recipes, like all of our others, can be found over at thebutteredhome.com. You get a free printable recipe card with plenty of room over here in the margins. So if you add something different to these things, you can make a note of that and take this recipe and make it your own.
That's what's good about recipes.
It is you can totally
Change them up.
and make
Unless
them
it's me and Danny
yours.
and banana pudding.
Yes, we've already had
Can't change that
the
up.
banana pudding conversation about the things that you must do for the correct banana
They
pudding.
don't involve instant Jello
No,
and whipped cream.
or store brand vanilla wafers.
Right.
That's his thing. I
Nilla.
told Nilla. It's got to be
There's
Nilla
Nilla
wafers,
wafers.
right,
That's
Big
right.
D? Yep. So we hope that you'll try these recipes for yourself, and we have appreciated you joining us this weekend, like every weekend, where we continue the series that is Brooke Needs to Take New Pictures of Old Recipes. And we thank you for your time. We thank you for all the wonderful birthday wishes that y'all have given me today. Y'all have filled my cup as always. And
29 is fabulous, isn't it?
again and again and again. 29, even Reagan said something about that. Reagan said, you just stopped having birthdays at 29.
Why is
didn't
it
you?"
29?
I don't know. It just
Why?
seems right.
Everybody picks 29.
29 plus 22 years. That's me.
There you go.
29 plus 22. Y'all do your math. But we appreciate Sean being here with us. I know he's been a good sport by me making him do this live with me. And maybe he'll see it's not so bad.
It ain't bad.
Yeah.
It ain't bad.
So
Even if it was, I'm coming back.
that's right.
Because we talked about, Brooke's got some things coming, y'all. Just wait. There's some things she don't have on her website that I asked about that
need to be on the website.
need to be on the website.
So we're
that's
not going to show all of our cards today, but just know Sean will be back because he's given me a list and we got to get it done. So we hope that you will head over when we get done and drop those links and follow Sean and his whole precious family over at the Small Town Life. They also have the wonderful podcast with several great episodes out already that are worth a listen. So even if mine's not out there, there's plenty of good stuff for y'all to listen to that probably won't ramble and be nearly as loud as me. So we thank y'all for your time, and we would ask that you share this video. And if you're on YouTube, make sure that you're following our channel and subscribed and ding that bell so that you can be notified when we go live like this. And on Facebook, if you're following us, make sure you hit that follow button again and set us to your favorites so that when we go live and come on and make a fool out of ourselves, you'll never miss a thing. So from Sean and the Small Town Life and all of us here at the Buttered Home, we sure love y'all, and you got to do it with me. You have to blow them a kiss.